Well, football is officially back with scrimmages taking place all over Northeast Louisiana. I'll tell you what, Mother Nature cooperated. No rain, wasn't too hot. It was perfect weather. And I'll tell you what, the football was really, really good tonight. Let's jump right into it. Neville hosting Huntington in their first scrimmage of the day, of the season, I should say. The Raiders look to air it out down the field early on. Check out Julian Juju Burns right here, the ball hawk. Reverse double coverage. He comes away with a big INT. What a way to start things off for the Tigers at that point. The Raiders this time looking to take another shot down the field. Yeah, more of the same right here. This time the Tigers going to get to the quarterback. That defense just ruthless in this one early on. Maybe he got away with the face mask, but no flags thrown, gets the sack at that point. This time, Huntington's going to go with a little screen pass. And check out Mr. Burns doing what he does. He's going to blow this thing up before it can even get going. Yeah, like I said, he's just a ball hawk. He's flying everywhere around the field at that point. Now let's check out some of that Tigers offense. First drive for them is Jamarian Robertson right here getting the handoff. Find the little crease right here. He's going to pick up 10 yards and a Tigers first down at that point. Then it's going to be Mr. Parker Robinson, QB1, going to the air right here. He's going to find Desi Bird open for a big pickup. This drive, unfortunately, was stalled. The Huntington defense would stand strong and get the stop. Second drive now is Trey Caston in the backfield for the Tigers. He's going to find some space. Picks up about 6 yards on this carry right here. And then Mr. Robinson, once again, going with a little play action. They just ran the ball, catch the defense sleeping with a little play action right here. He's going to find Zealand Young on the shallow cross. He's going to bounce out the defender in for the score. Yeah, beautiful day for the Tigers as they will be back in action next week at Bayou Jam taking on the Ruston Bearcats. And speaking of those Bearcats, here they are, Jared Ball and company, the state runners-up. Ruston Bearcats taking on C.E. Bird. The run game gave them a glimpse of what they can do, starting off with sophomore Dalen Powell breaking tackles and then breaks off a long run down the sidelines in for the score at that point. Bearcats back on offense now as Jeremiah Freeman getting in the action with a tough run up the middle. He's going to fall into the end zone for another Bearcat score. Yeah, this offense showing how powerful they can be despite how much they lost from last season. And it's Davis DeMoss taking the handoff. He's going to tote the rock all the way to the end zone for another Bearcat score. Yeah, I'll tell you what, this team's going to be fun if they keep this up all season long. Then it's going to be Powell once again rumbling down the field. A Bird looking to get 3 points on the drive. Mishandled field goal. The Bearcats get the turnover at that point. Here's Mr. Powell once again rumbling down the sideline. No one going to catch him as he's going to find his way to Pater to add another score for the Bearcats. Bird on offense this time. Rakeem Potts is going to get in the backfield right here. Comes away with a big quarterback sack to keep the momentum alive for Ruston. Bearcats not going to slow down though. They give it back to DeMoss. He's going to do the rest, taking it all the way to the house for another score. The Bearcats walk away with a big-time win in this scrimmage, right? This defending state champion Sterlington Panthers taking on Evangel Christian and Pop Houston in this one. First play from scrimmage. How about J-Rob Breen? Going to find a man open down the field for the big gain. I thought he was going to score this one. Apparently he stepped out of bounds, but a beautiful way to start things off. Then this time it's Breen going to work the triple option. He's going to pitch it this time. Good yardage right here for the Panthers, doing what they do in the run game, just pounding the rock at that point. This time Mr. Breen going to run the option again. This time he's going to keep it for himself, and check him out, showing he's got some wheels in this one. He picks up about 9 yards at that point. Eagles defense, they would come ready to hit though. Check out the hit from Damari Drake right here. You're going to meet the running back in the hole, and yeah, check him out, knocking the helmet off of the running back at that point. These two teams coming out ready to hit and hit hard in this one. And here we go, hard to slow this young man down. Pop Houston, he's a 4-star for a reason. He's going to find DeMarcus Evans wide open for his first play from scrimmage for the touchdown. Then Houston's going to go back to the air looking for more damage at this point. And he's going to find his man over in the shallows. And yeah, Mr. Sam Frazier going to step up and make a big-time tackle right here. Yeah, having none of that at that point. But Pop Houston would do Pop Houston type things as he's going to scramble and evade the defense, avoid the sack at this point. He's going to find his guy, Mr. Evans, in the back of the end zone, in for the score, right into your television screens at that point. A fun day, beautiful day for both teams. Got a good look at what they need to work on and what they saw if they liked early on. Sterlington back in action next week as they host the Ash Trojans. All right, let's switch things up, do some softball. softball scores. Riverfield Academy would fall on the road at Claiborne Academy, 3-1 your final on that one. And how about Franklin Academy getting the big time win over Central Christian, a shutout win, 3-0 your final in that one. All right, River Oaks taking on Briarfield Academy. Lady Mustangs already up 3-0. Somehow I always seem to miss the runs for the Lady Mustangs, but how about Miss Gracie Foreman getting the strikeout right there to slow the bleeding at that point. Bottom one now is Ainsley Keene, hard hit ball. Nice stop by Maggie Rhodes over at shortstop, but just no play over at first base as Miss Keene's going to reach safely. Then it's Avery Robian going to slap from the left side of the plate at this point, bounces off the pitcher's glove. She's going to reach safely to put 2 aboard after a sacrifice bunt. Runners on second and third. Grayson Thornton's going to ground out to third base, but that would plate a run to make it a 3-1 ball game. But check out Miss Rhodes once again, flashing some leather right here. This ball's going to bounce off her. She couldn't handle the first one. She gathers it and tags the lead runner at that point to get out at second base. And then Miss Gracie Foreman would do the rest right here. She gets a strikeout for the Lady Rebels. Lady Rebels will score 10 runs in the bottom of the third inning. They would get the win over Briarfield Academy, over River Oaks, 11-6, your final in that one. And coming up tomorrow, we got plenty more football scrimmage your way. I'm excited. The team's excited. Hope you're all excited. We'll have all that action coming your way tomorrow night on The Score.